Welcome to History in the Eyes of a Southerner with your host, Anthony Allen. On this channel, we will take a journey through time and relate history to the contemporary eyes of modern America. I hope you enjoy the ride as I investigate and document the wonderful events that have shaped our present world. All right, y'all. So I want to do another video, family history here, just because I think it's interesting. Found this one several years ago. This is my fifth great grandfather. This is also courtesy of Ancestry. Thomas Maxwell was born in 1742, Middlesex, Virginia. He died in 1837. He was a very old man, especially for that time, in Elbert County, Georgia. There's a marker about the Falling Creek Baptist Church that was erected to him. This is erected by the state of Georgia, commemorating him. We'll read from that. We're going to talk about it for a minute. It says, in 1788, Thomas Maxwell founded the Falling Creek Baptist Church. A Virginian, he was born September 8, 1742, and died December 12, 1837. Imprisoned a number of times for preaching the Baptist faith. He was able once to convert the jailer and his family according to tradition. He rubbed away part of his prominent nose by preaching through the bars of the jails and was defended by Patrick Henry when he was jailed in Culpeper County, Virginia. In 1835, at Falling Creek Church, the Sarepta Baptist Association voted to join the State Baptist Convention after 15 years of consideration. Let's talk about this for a minute. In the 1700s, freedom of religion was not well known. Now, down here where I'm at in South Mississippi, this area was and still is predominantly Catholic. I'm Catholic. I don't go to Mass, but I am Catholic. Up there, I want to say it was Church of England. Could be wrong. But when you think about it, you got to be some kind of special tyrant to lock somebody up for preaching something you don't believe in. But the man was so charismatic that he actually converted the jailer. I don't know what kind of preacher you are. If you're a preacher at all watching this, maybe you are, maybe you're not. If you're a preacher, you probably don't watch my videos that much. But you really got to be charismatic. You really got to have that fire and brimstone to convert a jailer. Somebody got a lot of fire under you to make that happen. And that's what Thomas Maxwell did. And then, of course, ratification of the First Amendment in 1791, it now became illegal to lock somebody up for preaching a religion that they disagreed with. I want y'all to think about how powerful that statement is. Now, again, going back to me, y'all know I was a correctional officer. I put handcuffs and put some really bad guys in a cell. It would have never occurred to me that somebody would do this. And then he loved this country so much that he fought for this country to exist, to have a right to exist, not under British tyrannical rule. I don't care who you are, it's a man to be admired. And then he immigrated from Virginia down to Georgia, started a church, and again is commemorated by the state of Georgia to this day. Y'all think about how powerful that is. The war, the Revolutionary War, was called the Presbyterian War. A lot of Presbyterian preachers turned their pulpits into basically turned them into battle drums. Y'all get out here and let's fight. Let's get the redcoats going. Much like what was depicted in the Mel Gibson movie, The Patriot. Now, The Patriot was largely a lie. It was largely just Hollywood's version of, let's go tear up everything we can. That part was true. The way they went to recruit soldiers for the militia was true. They went into churches. Where does everybody in a certain community meet? At church. Everybody's going to go, and usually communities are really small, so they may only have one church. They're going to show up, and they're going to meet there, and they're going to say, have their mass, and then, or have their sermon, and then, before y'all leave, Private so-and-so with such and such militia would like to step forward and say a few words. Hey, y'all want to join us? We're kind of needing people, and we're trying to kill redcoats and try to preserve our freedom and give our country a right to exist. And that's how they gained a lot of recruits. Aside from the fact that the fighting took place pretty much at everybody's doorstep back then. You walk outside, you might see redcoats marching across your rice field. That was how it was done, folks. Man deserves a word of note. It's just amazing. It never would occur to me that you'd lock somebody up for preaching a religion that you disagreed with. I don't think after 9/11 any American would have been willing to lock up a Muslim simply for preaching or praying in a mosque. The religious intolerance of the day speaks volumes. And this is why history and the Constitution is so important, so that we do not repeat misdeeds in history like we did back then. Thank you for watching History in the Eyes of a Southerner.